Getting website clients has never been easier. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to get your foot in the door with my full roadmap on how to land your first client all the way up to your 100th client. This is a one-person business model that you can deploy today. I'm going to walk you through all the steps here, so hang tight. This one-person business strategy is going to be able to make you $10,000 per month. As technology advances, you're able to get a lot more done with fewer resources. For example, what used to take 10 hours now takes 1 hour. What used to take 10 people in a business now takes one person in a business. Now, this is all due to applications like GPT-4. A lot of business processes you can do internally now as a solopreneur. You don't need a whole team of people waiting to do your graphics, waiting to do your video editing, waiting to do your ad copy, do your newsletter. You don't need all these people doing that anymore. What you're going to be able to do with GPT-4 and a lot of these tools I'm going to show you is you're really going to be able to consolidate a lot of that power down into a few applications that you can use today to start landing clients. So the first thing we're going to go over is where to find paying clients. The first place we're going to go is Google Maps. So if we go over to Google Maps over here, I've pulled up Nashville and I've typed in HVAC contractor in the top left. Now that's going to search this area for local Google My Business pages. And if you scroll down here on the left side, you'll see MJ Frick Company has 490 reviews and it doesn't even have a website. How we know it doesn't have a website is because right here, it doesn't show a website icon. So when you click in here, you can scroll down and there is no website. It says add missing information, add website. So this company has operated probably for over 10, 15 years and it doesn't even have a website. It's got great reviews. It's a great company and they could benefit from a website. So you can go ahead and add this company to your list, or I'm going to show you guys how to automate this whole process. Now you can scroll down here and just keep locating companies without websites. Here's another one right here. There is an easier way to do this. It is 2024, so we're gonna go ahead and automate the whole process. Now, if you wanna pull hundreds, if not thousands of these companies that don't have websites, we're gonna go over to a company called Outscraper. Now, this is a very, very cheap method of doing this. Instead of going through manually, you can go ahead and here, go services, by type, business and POI, and then Google Maps data scraper. This is going to allow you to go ahead and scrape Google Maps and pull all that information off per city, per location, per niche. And obviously, and also you can get emails if you want, and there's a lot of data that you can pull from this. So in the category, you just type HVAC. Now that's gonna pop here. Then you're gonna type in your country, state, you get the idea. And what happens when you hit get data? It's maybe like $1 or $2 per thousand list like this. Now I'm just gonna keep scrolling down here because there are hundreds and hundreds of these, right? Okay, now once you have your list procured and you're ready to move on to the next step in this is outreach methods. Here are two simple ways to get started that you can start doing today. You can either do cold direct messages or you can do cold calling. I suggest that everyone does cold calling and cold DMs, so I'm gonna walk you through both. So for cold calling, like I said, you go ahead and you get your list, then you go over to the cold calling script here. Now, this is the script that you can use right away, and you should be able to get some good conversation going with these business owners. Because when you're calling these businesses, they don't have a website, so you can really drive that pain point home while in the conversation with them. So for example, this is a good cold script we use. Hi, is this H&J HVAC? Are you guys still open? I'm asking because I couldn't find your website. And then you just wait for a response because they're gonna now have to come up with an excuse to why they don't have a website. And then you just listen to it. You can progress the conversation further there. Then you say, okay, well, I went ahead and made you one that's pretty good in my opinion. If you're interested, I can show you later today if you're free. That's one of the cold call examples, and that you can follow this script exactly. Take a screenshot of this and go ahead and use this today. You can probably make 50 to 100 calls every single day and start landing clients right away with this method. Now, you would use a similar script for a cold DM. I'm not gonna go too in depth on that one because we're gonna go ahead and move over to the next step. The next step is going to be building the free website, and we're going to do this from a template. So we actually are going to target one specific niche, and we're going to create one specific template, and then we're going to use that template, and then we're going to just add their logo at the top. So I'm going to be using Go High Level. You can use other types of softwares if you like. I like using Go High Level because you're able to upsell a bunch of different services under Go High Level. So once you bring them in on a website, then you're able to upsell them Google My Business reviews, database reactivation, all of that good stuff we'll get to in a moment. But let's go over to Go High Level and I'll show you guys how we do this. Once you're in Go High Level, go ahead and hit Sites on the left, and then at the top right, go New Funnel. Go From Template, and then we're gonna open that up. Now in the search bar up here, just type in your niche. So we're just gonna type in HVAC, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there's like 12 different templates just for HVAC in here. So you can do that for gyms or plumbers or roofers, whatever you're into, whatever your niche is. So I really like this specific template. Okay, once you've opened up this template, it's gonna be at the top left, there's gonna be a logo. You're just gonna go ahead and click inside of that and then scroll down on the right side. Let me move myself over here so you can see. So you're just gonna scroll down here and go ahead and find where it says brand logo. Go ahead and click that, and then here's where you're gonna add and upload their logo. Here's what I'm working on currently. This builder is very simple to go ahead and use. Inside of each ad copy section, you're actually able to use something called Content AI right here, where you click it and then click Generate with AI, and then you can say, plumbing ad copy, and it will go ahead and generate you ad copy. So you don't even need to open up GPT-4 to go ahead and get some ad copy. Leak no more. Your ultimate plumbing solution is just a click away. Quick, reliable, and affordable services guaranteed. So we just hit copy and then hit continue, and that's gonna automatically populate that box right there. So as you can see, this is a very simple method to go ahead and get your client a website very quickly. Let's go back over to our roadmap over here. And the next part of this is once you have that template built, now you're gonna use the same template to go ahead and prospect with. So when you call these companies, it's okay if a few companies don't jump on a call with you to see the website, because you're gonna go ahead and prospect with this, contact 50 to 100 of these a day, and the ones that do accept, you'll go ahead and put the extra effort in after they go ahead and accept it. So the next step of this is the demo call, and this is a very important step here. So on this call, you're gonna learn what they need, because you're gonna show them the template, and as you're showing them the template, you're gonna make sure that you're on a Google Meets or a Zoom call, because when you're on a Zoom call with them, they're able to put a face and a voice to you. So you're not just someone reaching out to them with some automated message, some generic message, hey, I made you this, click on this. You're not sending any type of unpersonalized direct message. You're going ahead and meeting them on Zoom, walking them through what you've built them and how you're going to provide value to their business. So as a business owner, they're going to see huge value in that. So this is a very important step. The sale will be a lot easier when you're doing it over Zoom because they gain trust. Like I mentioned, they're going to be able to put a face and a name and a voice to you while you're walking them through this. And if anything, you can always preface this call by saying, even if you don't decide to work with me, you'll gain something from this Zoom call. I'll walk you through how the leaders in the industry and your top competitors are designing their websites and funnels to optimize for conversions. You can lead with that and tell them, even if they don't go with you, they're going to gain something from this call. That puts a little less stress on it. And when you're demoing this, don't make it too salesy. So the next step is what you're gonna do after they accept the website. Now you can go ahead and sell them the simple website in a day. I would charge about $150 per month for hosting for that. And you can either just run with the hosting fee, or you can charge them $400 to $600. It really depends how in depth they want this or what their budget is. You can always price anchor higher, and price anchoring means that you're gonna say a higher price on your website, and then when they object to it, then you can go ahead and drop it down for them, so then they have perceived value. So they think that they're saving money. So the other services you can go ahead and upsell them really depend on your skill level. For example, if you are very well versed in Go High Level, you can go ahead and sell them. You can go ahead and sell them SaaS. So for example, SaaS would be like AI chatbots that you could sell for $300 a month. You could do lead nurturing, where you're setting up pipelines and doing email marketing for their inbound leads, making sure they have a Google booking page and all of that good stuff set up. Now, another thing you can charge $300 a month for is database reactivation, where you go ahead and you take their existing client list, plug them into an automation that we have over in Go High Level. So another one you can do is automated Google review requests. requests, and all you do is you go ahead and walk them through this automation, and every time a new opportunity is created on their website or funnel, then it automatically goes and sends them a review request via SMS and email. So this is a great tactic to go ahead and boosting their online presence and rankings, giving them way more traffic to their website, because Google is going to rank them higher on that list. As we can see right here, the companies that have higher rankings and higher ratings are going to be the ones at the top. If you scroll up to the top here, you're going to see the ones at the top: 2,823 ratings, 1,284 ratings. So the ones that populate at the top are the ones that have this automation down. You don't have to go chasing your sales department and say, hey, did you send that review request? They had a good experience with us. Did they go ahead and leave a review? Don't have to hunt them down anymore. It automatically does that, and you can sell them that as a service for a monthly recurring fee. Okay, moving over to the next one, there's missed call text back. This one's pretty popular for the HVAC niche, because if they're an AC repair guy and they're out in the field, they're gonna go ahead and miss some calls while they're out in the field. Now, if they don't have, $40,000 to spend on an administrative assistant to answer those calls for him, he's gonna go ahead and miss those calls. They're gonna go to voicemail. So there is a service inside Go High Level that you can sell in this SaaS upsell, where if somebody does call his phone and he misses the call, then we have a automation that automatically SMS texts that number and shoots off a reply, lets them know, hey, I'm on a call right now, but I'll call you back in 5 minutes. And then, this way you can also have it update in the pipeline, or you can have an automation sent out to another person on his team that goes ahead and makes that call back. So this way you can keep the leads warm. This is good if they're not responding to their leads quickly, because that's something you want to learn. And I wrote this up here for a reason, is what do they need? If they're saying that the average time to call a lead back is 5 to 50 minutes or like within the hour, then that's something they definitely need inside of their business. So let's keep going here and go to the next service. So these are more expert services, and what I would say is that you definitely need a higher level of expertise for this specific service. Now, there's going to be services such as Google Ads, Facebook ads, marketing content strategy. You could do SMMA. Depending on what this service is, this could be a full tailored strategy for them. And Google Ads and Facebook ads, that also sometimes involves making the actual creatives yourself, or at least outsourcing them and getting them made. So there's going to be a lot more intricate pieces moving around when you're doing Facebook ads, Google ads for these companies. But that's also why we can charge a higher monthly fee. So these can range anywhere from $1,500 to maybe $3,000 for your specific ad services. Now, this does require a lot more time compared to the SaaS upsells I just told you about, because the AI chatbot and the database reactivation, that's something that you go ahead and set up once, and then you don't really have to mess with it. So that's a nice way to start building your monthly recurring revenue. But once you do get a lot more skills under your belt and you can run ads for them, once you start running ads for your own business, then you can go ahead and transfer that knowledge over to your clients. Now, the next thing here is a fully built out custom website. So this means there's going to be multiple pages. It's going to be very, very custom, specifically tailored to, what they have, their ad copy, all of their uploaded pictures. Let's say they're a roofer, then they're going to have their own pictures of their completed projects that they want to show, and maybe have a gallery section and an about us section. So this is going to be a bigger task. This is going to be a bigger, more custom website for them compared to our website in a day. So for something like this, I would target companies that already have websites, but they're outdated. So these fully built out custom websites are a bit of an undertaking. You're definitely going to have to work with the client back and forth and get the ball rolling a lot more. Now, what I suggest to do for these specific websites is charge them $2,000 plus, depending on the scale. You also need to make sure that you bake in some monthly recurring revenue into this. So I would definitely put at least $150 per month. Now, that is for hosting fees and any type of updating that you need to do, because this is not just going to be an initial sale and then you forget about it. They're going to want updates. Hey, we have some new pictures to add to the gallery. We've changed our business phone number. There's so many different intricacies there. So they could add different people from different departments, move them around in their About Us page, etc., etc. So If you want to do fully built out custom websites, instead of going ahead and finding companies that have no websites like I talked about in the website in a day, what you can do here is a more in-depth strategy where you actually go ahead and find terrible looking websites and then you go ahead and remake them and then pitch them to that specific client. Now we follow a similar strategy here, but if you want to go ahead and learn how I do this and sell high ticket websites, go ahead and click the video on screen.